Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Eagles going up against the Bears. So let's send you up to Chicago, where we'll say hello to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Ertz over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. Now Manziel. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback, and as we saw in Week 1, the new rule, this one coming out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We see this offense, and we see Jeremy Langford, certainly a guy to watch in this game.
He plays a game with great determination, Brandon. In college, he played multiple positions before settling in at running back. He made the right choice.
All right, here we go. 3-19!
Manziel finding time. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Connor Barwin able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
Here's Manziel. Surveying the field. He's going to let this one go deep. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like
and he lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. So Langford the carry there, 4th-round pick last year with Forte vacating to New York. A lot of the spotlight on Langford.
A lot of running backs have possibilities in Chicago. If he can emerge and eat up carries, I think he'll produce in a big way.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Brandon Graham in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he's hit, and the ball comes out. Manziel lost it. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Now the Bears' 6th-round pick in 2014, Pat O'Donnell on to punt. Back deep is Darren Sproles. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And tough starting field position here. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Let's go.
Now Barner. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
Here we go now.
Wentz now on 1st down. And fights him off. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
For a guy who went to college as a quarterback, Ryan Matthews has turned into quite the power runner. If he can only stay healthy, well, his numbers would be huge, I think.
His numbers so far, 2 times over 1,000 yards with the Chargers, 5 years there now in his second year with the Eagles. Wentz being chased out left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. From the red zone now, Wentz. And that's going to